Good morning, brave awakened ones. This is Veronica of Higher Realm Holistics, medical empathic intuitive, certified holistic integrative health nurse, spiritual counselor guide, certified EFT tapping, Reiki master, author of the Activation children's book, How the Caterpillar Flew, available on all major online book retailers worldwide. It's May 17th, 2019, last day before the full moon in Scorpio. And if you've been following along with me, we've been working with Archangel Metatron and Holy Amethyst, who have been bringing in the, sorry, my throat hurts, the violet flame energy, the divine masculine and feminine of the divine flame, and working with Uranus, who is bringing us revolution, the energy of revolution and expedited change and like that 180-degree turn, and the energy of Saturn, the liberation of Saturn, the liberation of the enslaved divine masculine. Sorry about the truck. And in liberating that cosmic divine masculine energy of Saturn, who's been enslaved and used and abused for dark means, you liberate the divine feminine, Gaia, and the divine feminine energy in this solar system that has been subjugated. And in doing so, it also brings about, with the energy that we're dealing with right now, with that new moon in Taurus energy that went from May 4th up until tomorrow morning, is grounding in and using that portal energy to liberate ourselves of that third dimensional 3D debt, slavery, financial construct. That's what the energy is being used for. And those of us this resonates with, we are the ones being used to anchor in that energy. By the way, thank you Patreons, thank you supporters and subscribers. Now, this is a reading that I received this morning. I was guided to do this, and then as I was meditating, the energy of the ruby crystal came through very clearly. It was coming through since yesterday, and this morning when I was meditating, it was like right in my face and surrounding me and embodied me. I embodied it, I should say. I took in that energy. And since yesterday, it started yesterday afternoon, my root chakra has just been pulsating nonstop, just pulsating like crazy. It's so uncomfortable. It doesn't hurt, it's just uncomfortable and strange. And my throat has been hurting really, really bad for the past couple of days, really bad. So I want to share that because it's what has a lot to do with this crescendo of the energy that we're in right now, the crescendo of it all. I want to first say that just because I address somebody telling me to go F myself does not mean I'm trying to defend myself, does not mean I'm even upset with that person, because I know where it's coming from. She is very frustrated, she misunderstood what it means, what we're doing right now, thinking, 1 week you're having a great week, next week everything's dry, that's the way it goes. We're anchoring energy and there's a fluctuation. I fully admit everything. You guys know how open I am. I'm not going to sit there pretending to be anything I'm not, even though I'm working with prosperity energies, and that's part of what I am, that's my makeup, to ground in that energy as a light worker and to break that debt slavery construct. I myself had to borrow money to pay rent this month, even though back in March, my office was like flooded, nonstop clients. I was told that was going to happen February, January, February, March. And then April was okay. And then May, boom, total lockdown. Not a single client through my office since May started, because I was told my energy is going to be totally used from May 4th to the morning of May 18th for this very particular reason. And I have just to surrender to it. I have to surrender to it. It is what it is. All right. So I was guided. All right. Let's start with yesterday. Yesterday, again, my root chakra started pulsating. It's been pulsating since. And I kept seeing red. And it's like I looked down and I was like, do I have my period? Not to get graphic, but I was like, I literally felt like flooding. And I just saw this redness, this red haze everywhere around me and just flooding around me. And I literally thought that. I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And then I heard, birth is messy. And that I'm birthing this. We are birthing this financial freedom from the construct, from the debt slavery construct. Birth is messy, but that energy is so intensely strong. For those of you who are playing a bigger, like we each play different roles. We all could be doing it, but at different intensities. You know what I mean? Everybody does things at different levels, different intensities. We all can't play the same position, okay? Like I said before, we're not all quarterbacks. We play different roles at different things at different times, So that is why I was feeling that yesterday, and some of you are going to feel that too. Maybe some of you saw that red haze all around you and in you. So that's what I was experiencing yesterday, and it was very strange because I was on a very important business meeting with the small business financial advisor doing a business plan, and it was even more intense when I was with her, and it was so interesting because at 1:44, my phone went off. Some alarm went off for no reason. And then her phone went off like a few minutes later at 1:44, and then at 4:41 I got another alarm. So it was very interesting yesterday. And she was the same one that was told by the director of that organization not to bother with me because I was too esoteric and that my business didn't make any sense and blah, 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 blah. He did everything to try to shut me down. And yesterday she was like, I am so honored and thrilled to be working with you. I'm like, really? What makes you say that? She goes, because you're just so intelligent. And then at the end, at 4:41, she decided she was just going to, we were sharing screens back and forth. She decided to go on my YouTube channel, which I was like, uh-oh. Literally, I was like, uh-oh. And she's an older lady. She's like in her late 50s, mid to late 50s. And she's like, this is very interesting. She goes, wow. She goes, you help save lives mentally, spiritually, and physically. I was like, yeah, I do. And I was just waiting for her to call me a kook, a nut, whatever. But she just kept going through my videos. I was like, oh, I think I just red pilled somebody. I was like, okay. That was very cool. She was just going through my videos. She goes, wow, this is so interesting. It was like a good 20 minutes before I was like, I have a client, because I had a client I had to do. And she's like, oh, okay. I'll just review this on my own. I was like, okay. But that was really cool. But I was experiencing, again, it was so intense, the pulsating of my root chakra, the seeing the red, to the point where I honestly thought my period was flowing everywhere. That's how intense it was. But it was a haze. And then a lot of weird stuff overnight happening when it comes to darker energies trying to disrupt me. But I knew what they were, and I easily just blew them off. And then this morning while meditating, before I even started meditating, I was guided to do this reading. I just said, what's up for today? And this is what I got. And then I had seen her yesterday, vision-wise. And I was told, the reason why I was seeing the red is because she's birthing now. And this represents me. And those of us who are working with that energy, she's birthing now. And this is what she's birthing. And then when I went to meditate, the red energy came over me again. And it was the deep, deep, deep ruby red that I was seeing since yesterday. And then I heard, this is a gift from Gaia. Take in this energy, embody the energy, the ruby energy. I kept hearing the ruby energy. I've actually never have worked with the ruby energy before. Y'all know I'm very close with my crystals. I've been close since I was 5 years old, collecting what I thought were crystals, but they were pieces of shiny asphalt in the streets of New York City. My sisters and I thinking we were collecting, we sold them though. We did sell those pieces of asphalt as crystal to the kids and did healings. But yeah, so I've been connected with crystals since I was a babe, but I've never worked with the ruby red crystal, and this is the first time the ruby just enveloped me like this. And I'm going to read this for you guys because I don't own a ruby crystal. I did as a kid though. Actually, my daughter, this artisan who made jewelry, we did an exchange. She wanted one of my pieces of art, so I gave her something I made. And so she gave my daughter this ruby red ring and earrings that she wanted, but that's long gone. But I'll read this for you, okay? And you could just meditate on this, all right? The meaning I received in this card. I went to my deck, my crystal deck, and I pulled out the card because I'm like, I don't own a ruby. I can't buy one right now. And then I was guided, no, there's one in your deck. I'm like, I don't ever recall seeing a ruby in my crystal deck. And sure enough, here it is. So I pulled it out to do this. And it's to help us with this messy birth that we're going through. That's why we're having these symptoms. My son also, his throat, he hasn't been able to talk for days. I'm talking since last Friday. Last Thursday or Friday, he hasn't been able to talk because of his throat. And I've been going for a few days now. It just so hurts bad right now. And so that's part of it. You're going to feel your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and your throat chakra. And I've been feeling my crown chakra too. Third eye chakra. It's like, okay, every chakra. Haven't been feeling my solar plex though. But that third eye was a horrible headache just for one day before yesterday. I mentioned that in my video. And my crown chakra opening and closing. I literally feel it opening and closing. And my soul star chakra, I can't even put my hand over my head without feeling it. So there's major stuff. I'm grounding major energy. So I'm reading the ruby red card to help us with these symptoms. Improve physical strength and vitality. Increase endurance and passion. Activate productivity and self-motivation. Increase enthusiasm and overall feelings of well-being. That is what this ruby energy is bringing us. And let me read it for you as you look at it. Let me see, get it good for you. Okay. Vital life force flows vibrantly through me. I am grateful for my energetic passion for life. There we go. Vital life force flows vibrantly through me. I am grateful for my energetic passion for life. Vital life force flows vibrantly through me. I am grateful for my energetic passion for life. And you could like freeze it at this point and just meditate looking at this picture, because I was told just looking at it, you could take in that energy, okay? And you could say that little mantra 3 times, or how many times you're guided to. I always say 3. All right? So again, the birthing process is messy, so I was told. And the Empress is giving birth. And remember, it's not just about you. Okay, that's a big thing. Remember, it's service to others, and in serving others, you serve yourself also. So it's not just about you. You're not the only one suffering. as a service to others, light worker. Okay? The 3D system matrix was made to suppress us. We're trying to break through that. We are breaking through that. Okay? So don't forget, tomorrow evening, at night I should say, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm having my webinar, Reiki Healing Circle, and that energy will open up the new portal, the new moon energy, new moon in Scorpio energy, and it's for deep healing. And the Pluto energy will be with us also, and it's for the deep healing of the sexual energy of the divine masculine, feminine that has been mutilated and manipulated horribly on Earth with the manipulation of Saturn and the subjugation of Earth, of Gaia. Okay, so hope you guys can join me. It's only $22. Go to higherrealmholistics.com to register. All right. Peace, y'all. Lady V out. We have the victory.